Hi, I'm Dr. Adam Fields. Let's strengthen, mobilize, and add balance to your hips. Let's start with some functional end range motion. Bring your knee up, and then I want you to externally rotate your femur like this and touch your ankle with your opposite hand and bring it down. Now the other one up and rotate and touch it like this. We don't want to collapse and do this. We want to keep that chest up, bring it up and internally rotating. Bring it up, internally rotating. There you go. Up, internally rotating. See if you can get really into that end range motion. Keep it at 90 degrees. Keep that knee about at 90 degrees. Okay, now we're going to add the other direction. We're going to add internal rotation. So the knee goes up and externally rotates. This isn't like this. This is trying to keep that 90 degrees and touch that leg. Ankle would be best, foot would be even better. So knee comes up, internally rotate. Knee comes up, internally rotate. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to go external, external, internal, internal. So external, external, internal, internal. Let's get a little rhythm going. External, internal, internal. Now throw it in there a little bit. Here we go. We're warming up these hips. We're going to work the joint capsule, work the little intrinsic muscles around the hips. Here we go. And go for it. Get a rhythm. There it is. We're going to end with something called the 90-90 today, where it's really going to challenge your hips. But I believe by the end of this video, you are going to get up and you are going to feel amazing. Your hips are going to be so strong, so balanced, and mobilized. Okay, let's go ahead and do a little stretch now. We're going to do a lunge stretch. Bring your left leg forward, your right leg back. Get a nice lunge stretch. The feet are pointed straight ahead. Hands are interlaced. Biceps are by the ears. And lean towards your left leg. The chest is up. Big breath in. And you're going to feel a stretch in the hip flexor. You're going to make sure that right leg is straight. So you're really feeling a stretch in here. There it is. Big breath in. And let's get into bringing the arms by your side. The chest is up. I want you to keep the arch here in the low back. And we're going to lean forward. Just like this. Now, the chest is up. The abs are still slightly engaged. I want you to feel almost like your feet are coming together. So if you were on ice, they would slide together, even though they're quite wide apart right now. It's going to give you more stability. Now bring the arms in front of you and push them out in front of you as you stick your butt out and bring your belly button in towards your spine. Good. And now take your hands behind your head, keep the chest up, push those elbows back, and let's come up and down, keeping the arch in the low back. And now I want you to twist. So you're going to twist towards your left leg as you come up. Twist. It's going to throw your balance off a little bit. Twist. Coming up, really challenging your left glute, challenging the rotation of your spine. Perfect. Good. And let's come down. I was a little wobbly on that one. Okay, let's come up. And now what we're going to do is you're going to come up on your left leg like this and just fly. If you have to hold on to something, hold on to something. We're going to bring the right leg up and down. Up and down. So you're going to feel the right glute and you're going to feel the left glute. Ooh, easy, Adam. So to make it a little more difficult, just pulse it without bringing it down on the ground. Good job. Let's do about 6 more. There we go. Good. Bringing it back down. And let's get a final hold in. Hands come forward, hips come back, chest is up. Ooh, I love that glute burn. It's so good. Good. And come back up. And now let's do the other side. Bring your right leg forward, left leg back. Nice lunge stretch. Interlace your fingers. Chest is up and leaning to your right. Straighten those arms hard. Straighten that back leg hard. Push down into the right heel. The chest is up. Bring the belly button to the spine. Feel the outside of the right hip, the outside of the left hip, the outside of the left leg. Good. And let's bring it out in front of you and fly. Chest is up. Low back has that nice arch in it. Right glute is just on fire right now. And let's bring the arms up. Good. Make it work for you. But if it's too much, just come up here. But if you can just go back, go as far as you can out in front of you. Ooh, this will be so good for you. All right, hands behind the neck, chest is up, and let's come up and down. Pinch the shoulder blades together, pushing down through that right heel. Okay, and let's rotate into it. Rotate. As you come up, rotate towards the right. If you're shaking, you're doing what's right for you. Interneuronal connection. Neurotransmitters. You're secreting brain-derived neurotropic growth factor when you're having a challenge balancing. Good. All right, here we go. Let's fly. Coming up, lift that back leg, balance, and let's just tap it down. Tap the left leg down and up. Here we go. Again, if you have to hold on to something, do it. Otherwise, you got this. Easier way is to just hold it for a second and then come up. And let's do it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back. Good, last 30 seconds. Go for it. Oh yeah, this is good. Feel that. It's working. It's working. It's working. Good. And come up. Let's do some internal, external again. Loosen it back up. Good. Internal, internal, external, external. Ooh, hips are already feeling happy. Happy hips. Good glutes. Let's go a little faster. Used to play hacky sack in college, and this was the movement. Really good hips. This is challenging for you. If you're just coming to here, that's okay right now. That's okay. You'll get there. Feed that synovial fluid inside your hips. Good. Okay, let's do another exercise. This time we're going to bring we'll do the mirror image. You bring your right knee up. I'll bring the left, bringing it up. Chest is up. And if you have to hold on to something, do it. You're going to bring the leg out and then bring it up behind you. So you're going to feel the hamstring and the glute. Bring it up in front of you. Bring it out to the side. Stretch that adductor and then up behind you. Good. Bring it up in front of you, out to the side and behind you. Feel the balancing mechanism. Feel the body saying, okay, I'm going to make you stable. Good. Let's do 2 more. Up, out, and back. Up, out, and back. Let's do 1 more. Up, out, and back. Let's go to the other side. Lift your right knee. Bring it way out. Even stretch it with your hand a little bit. And then bring it behind you and feel that glute and hamstring engage. Good. Bring it up in front of you, out to the side of you, and behind. Up in front, out to the side, and behind. Good. 2 more. One more. Up in front, chest is up, perfect posture, out to the side, and behind you. Great, let's go ahead and get on the floor. Go ahead on your back, we're gonna do some bridges, get the glutes going. I want you to bring your hips real close to your glutes, almost so you can touch your heels. Toes are pointed straight ahead, and let's peel the pelvis off the ground, then peel the spine 1 vertebra at a time off the ground and push directly through your heels. So you're feeling these glutes. The hamstrings aren't as tense, and we're coming down, and we're coming up. Coming down, coming up. Squeeze it at the top so you feel the stretch on your quads. You know, the glutes, 90% of the population has glute amnesia. They just forgot to work. Maybe they lost their lumbar curve, the hamstrings got too tight and pulled power away from the glutes. But the glutes, we want your glutes to work. We want your glutes to overpower your erectors. Your glutes are going to be great for your hips, your low back, your knees. Let's reacquaint your body with your glutes. Let's give them the schooling that they need. Let's feed them what they desire, exercise. So let's do it. This time we're going to bring the knees together and push hard and lift. Good. Pushing down. Gosh, my glutes are already burning a little bit here. Good. Lifting, pinching at the top, peeling the spine. Keep the abs engaged. Remind the pelvis to tilt rather than letting that low back go into its arch. And pinch the knees together. Let's give it a little pop at the top. Just hold it and bring it down. Hold it. Bring it down. Rock hard, gluteus maximus. So we're going to do a little single leg now. So take one leg up like this, just at a 90 degrees here, and we're going to lift up. There we go. Let's do 10 more. Make it burn. If you got to cheat a little bit, just push your arms down, but I'd rather not have you do that. My glute is burning. Woo! Try and come up as high as you can. Lift those hips. Okay, let's switch legs and lift the other one at 90 degrees. Here we go. Push it up. Glutezilla. Feel those glutes working. Pushing right through the heel. Some of you are going to feel this a little more in the hamstring, and you might need to do a little long duration hamstring stretch before you do your glutes, which will diminish the hamstrings a little bit and allow that glute to fire more. I have people do it all the time. Really works. All of a sudden the glutes are going boom. Okay, what do you need? Hamstrings aren't working right now. Let's get the glutes working. Let's do a couple more. Good. Keep going. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to do a little frog stretch. So go on all fours. And now widen that a bit with your knees at 90 degrees. Good. Get those elbows on the ground. Good. And then widen them a little bit more and push deep into that. You're going to feel a nice stretch. This is so good. Really, hips need strength, flexibility, mobility, end range mobility. We're going to give it to him right now. We're going to, again, feed those hips. So let's push the knees into the mat. Push them into the mat a little bit, and then let it relax and stretch deeper. This is called active resistive stretching. So push the knees into the ground for about 10 seconds and let it go, and then lean back more. Okay, now that you're deeply into the stretch, we're going to add some active movement. So we're going to start with your right, my left leg, and we're going to lift this foot and make it this leg or this femur internally rotate. Here we go. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. It's a little bit of a challenge. This isn't for people with bad knees, because that knee is definitely into the ground. Just lift it and bring it down. Lift. You got it. Good. Lift. Lift. Okay, let's go to the other. Lift. So your left leg, my right. Try and keep the abs engaged so the whole pelvis is totally steady, and you're lifting and trying to keep the body still. This is right at that end range motion, getting into any fibrotic tissue, working it, torquing it. Good. Okay, now we're going to go one then the other. So this, here we go. Hit it. Hit it. Good. Good. I hope you're not on a hardwood floor and you have a mat here. Good. All right. We're going to go into something called the 90-90 now. And this is really the crowning glory of this exercise, this whole video, is the 90-90. This is what you came for. Put your right leg forward, your left leg back. I'm going to do the opposite of you. Notice that the front leg is at a 90 degrees. Your back leg is at a 90 degrees. The chest is up. The abs are engaged. See if you can balance here. See what happens. It's not easy. Some of you might fall over because you need more mobility, but let's go ahead and go deep into that mobility. So this one's going to be a deep stretch. You're just going to lean back, straight back, and feel it in that joint capsule. Deep in. Might burn a little bit. If your knee doesn't feel good, if something is really painful, obviously pull out of it, stop. Do what your body can do. Listen to it. You have an innate intelligence inside of you that animates, motivates, heals, gives you feedback, tells you information. Listen to your body. It's more intelligent than any doctor, any person that can give you information. Listen to it. It's telling you. It's talking to you. And let's go into a little bit more. Good. Okay, we're going to go to the side now. Take your left hand, put it out on the outside of your left knee. Your right hand, put it on your head, and we're going to pull in. Now, if you can't put the hand up, that's okay. Just pull like this. But if you can, put it on top of your head, and then laterally flex your neck, your head, and then pull. You're going to feel a nice stretch deep in here. Also the outside of the ribs. Breathe right into that. Oh, it's good. It's like a challenging spa treatment for your body here. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, now we're going to go straight in front and stretch just like this. Now, it's not a curling forward. It's a lunging over. It's like a Superman. Now, to make it a little more challenging, push your front knee and your side knee into the mat and open it up. Lift the hands, palms towards the ground, coming forward, pulling the shoulders down towards the butt, straighten the arms as hard as you can, open the fingers as hard as you can, and let's just hold here for a little bit. Good. If this is too difficult, put the hands down, not a problem. always, but just don't stop the exercise. Never stop. Always alter, adapt, improvise, overcome in some way. Okay, come up. Now, we're going to take your back knee. We're going to lift the back foot. The chest is up, and we're just going to lift like that. Okay, some of you, again, this might be challenging. So you can lean over here and do it a little easier. You can go over here and make it a little easier for yourself. But keep lifting. Good. This is like the frog movement, but a little more challenging. See that go up. I'm feeling that deep. This is adductors, gluteus medius, gluteus minimus. There you go. Even your TFL right here is working for you. Got a lot of muscles here working for you. Good. Okay. Now we're going to pulse it. Pulse, 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 pulse. Woo! I feel it burn. Feel it right. You're going to feel this in places you never knew possible. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Good. Okay. Let's go to the front leg. This knee's going to stay down. This foot's going to come up to the best of your ability. Okay? So go and bring it up and down, up and down. If I come out here, I can do a little easier. If I go here, it's a little more challenging. Push that knee, the back knee in a little bit. Push the front knee in and lift that leg. Lift that foot, not the whole leg. Lift it, lift it. I hope you can see it. I am actually lifting it. Maybe a few inches or an inch or two, but that's it. Good. Some of you may need to help it like this. And then pulse it. And then relax. Good. Let's go ahead and do the other side. I can't wait for you to stand up after doing this. You're going to feel completely differently. It's interesting because it's strength, yet incredible mobility. Usually it become like you do this yogi thing and you're getting all this mobility and sometimes the joints are popping and clicking. But when you add strength and mobility, I think it's a feeling that you want. Okay, let's go ahead and do our stretches. Lean back. Again, you're going to feel it deep down. It's one thing to get into a range of motion by pulling on your leg or using a prop. But when you can get into an end range motion by using your muscles, it's a whole next level. Increase athletic performance, increase functional movement, anywhere from ballet to just getting out of bed. Okay, let's go ahead and to the side. Take your right hand outside of the right knee, hand up on top of your head, and pull it on over. And just feel that arch. There's a lot going on. This is complex. Feel that inner thigh stretching so beautifully. Get that elbow and try and point it straight to the ceiling. Feel the ribs open up and breathe right into that rib. And pull. Oh, that's a winner. Okay, let's go to the front. Bring it down. Chest is up. Launching yourself over your front shin. Launching. And now fly. You might feel a little shake here. Just like a little, it's your muscles going, okay, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to make this happen. I got to learn this. I'm learning. Balance, and when your muscles are shaking, it's called skill acquisition. Your muscles and your brain are starting to communicate with each other so rapidly, and you're learning. So it's actually helping brain function, and your body will use that newfound brain function for other functions also. Okay. All right, here we go. The moment you've been waiting for. Let's do some internal rotation of the back leg. Go ahead. Up, down, up, down. Ooh, this one might be going up a little bit further. And you hold for about a second. Up, hold, just to let your body know, I can control you. I can control this experience right now. I'm not just a victim of like, oh, I gotta do this. You're in control. You're rooted, you're grounded, and you're lifting. Okay, now let's pulse it. Burn it, burn it, burn it. Come on. Good job. All right, let's go with the front. Keep that knee down and lift. Down. Lift. Lift. I'm going to lean over a little bit. Lift. The front knee is down. And then pulse. Oh, that's good. Okay, let's go ahead and do some stretches. Let's do a butterfly stretch. But we're going to do an active butterfly stretch. So I want you to grab your feet, put the soles of your feet together, the chest is up, and we're going to push the knees down into the mat. So push, again, functional end range motion. Chest is up, feel the glutes engage, feel the lateral leg engage, and feel that inner thigh just open up. The chest is up, low back is arched, the shoulders are rooted down, and big breath in, and push those knees down even more. Push them down, push them down. There you go. Let's go again. Big breath in. Good. All right, let's do a little twist. Spinal twist. Go ahead and have a seat with your legs straight out in front of you. Take one leg, bring it to the mat on the opposite side of the opposite leg, and then take your arm, wrap it around, and then the other hand behind you and twist. Big breath in, and twist it even more. Wring your body out. It's like you're wringing toxins out. People like, oh, I went on a 3-day cleanse. It was so great. Wow. Well, how about living a life of cleansing, right? How about living a life of green veggies and exercises that detoxify you and breathing that clean air, and just living the detoxification lifestyle. Let's go to the other side. Good. And twist. Get deep into it. As long as this feels okay, any danger you feel, just stop. All right, that was great. Your hips are going to be so happy. So glad you were here with us today. If you'd like to get rid of some scar tissue on those hips, come on in. Let's do some extracorporeal shockwave therapy or some further rehabilitation. Thanks so much for tuning in. Check out our other hip videos. Bye-bye.